All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakwadash. A double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone. And a sincere Shalom to Yakim, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. And this is Mark 4:30. And it reads, and he said, and this is Yahweh Shai speaking, it says, whereunto shall we liken the kingdom of the Most High? Or with what comparison shall we compare it? It is like a grain of mustard seed, which when it is sown in the earth is less than all the seeds that be in the earth. But when it is sown, it groweth up and becometh greater than all herbs and shooteth out great branches, so that the fowls of the air may lodge under the shadow of it. And this is the subject of the lesson, man. You know, having the faith of the grain of a mustard seed, right? Gone. 1 second. There's another precept as well that I want to grab. I believe it's in the book of Matthew concerning the mustard seed as well. Yeah, Matthew 17, right? Because that scripture there, when you look at, you look up a mustard seed, right? This mustard seed is a very, very small, seed, but it grows. And another thing, when you look up mustard seed, a lot of vegetables, are actually grown out of that mustard seed, right? And with that seed being so small, and the Lord comparing it to your faith, understanding that, when you first start off in this truth, you're a babe, as the scriptures say, being weaned from the milk. And as you grow in the spirit, much like how a mustard seed, has to endure the conditions of growth in the earth, ultimately battling the weather conditions, in the sense is us battling the demons and the hells that we have to catch here. It brings forth, as the scriptures say, the peaceable fruit, right? It endures the sun, it endures the harsh weather of rain, and it ultimately has to spring forth through that dirt, and the roots have to attach to that soil, for it to become, for it to yield its purpose. And as men of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, we're to cleave unto Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, and grow through the spirit, whereby we may remain in this truth, man. This is Matthew 17 and 20. It says, and Yahushua said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Right? Now, we understand that faith is the fuel, in which propels us to continue. Right? This is Hebrews 11:6, and it reads, but without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Right? So without faith, it is impossible to please him. What is faith? When we go back to the top, it says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Right? And, you have Israelite groups who try to mock us or basically slander by calling us faith-based Israelites. Well, the scriptures clearly tell you, we're supposed to be faith-based. Right? When Timothy, or it's like Thomas, he didn't believe that, the Yahweh Shai returned. And Yahweh Shai cut him and said, what? Blessed are those which have not seen and yet still have believed, man. Because that's where the faith lies. Not needing physical proof or evidence, but understanding that he is. And he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. That's the separation of those. And that's why the scriptures speak about the word being mingled with faith. Matter of fact, let's grab that. This is Shalakia. It is Hebrews 4 at the top. It says, "Let us therefore fear, lest the promise being left us of entering into his rest, any of you should seem to come short of it. For unto us was the gospel preached as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that had heard it." Not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. Right? So that's the point. You know, their faith and the word not being mixed together. Because it's just a conjoining, right? Which ultimately means they're lacking in an area. And lacking in faith. Ultimately, you're incomplete. Because when we go into the book of Isaiah 33 and 6, you know that word there, and I'm going to grab it. This is Isaiah 33 and 6, and it reads, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation, the fear of Yahweh Bashim Shai is his treasure." Right? And when you go into that word stability, H530, wait, yeah. Right there. Right? It says firmness, fidelity, steadfastness, steadiness, faith. When you look here in the Strongs, it says faithfulness, faithfully, faith, right? Amawan. And then when you go into the root word, here we go. Faithfulness, trusting. Faithful or trusty. So there it is. Showing you therefore what? You have to have trust. You have to be fully persuaded in your own mind about this truth. So as Yahweh Shai was bringing out that parable, this little seed of faith has to bloom. You know, it has to grow into a tree. It has to bloom for the purpose that it may withstand, you know, all the hells that are going to come against it. Much like our faith. And that's a interesting thing about the mustard seed as well. I didn't say it earlier, but the mustard seed, it actually brings forth, you know, a lot of vegetables. It brings forth of greens, and the leaves of the mustard plant are edible, right? It could be both eaten raw and cooked. You know, you have turnips that come from the mustard family. You have and I have it right here, you know, because I was looking into it because it was just interesting, right? You have mustard plants. You have actual mustard, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, kale, Brussels sprouts. These are crops that come from actual mustard seeds, right? So it's purposeful, right? And understanding that and applying that into our walk, you have to have a purpose within the truth, man. Understanding your role, as well as, you know, being able to teach, you know, and then being equipped with the tools of fasting, of prayer. You know, because when you look at the different types of plants in which the mustard tree or the mustard seed, Salakia, brings forth, they're very beneficial into your health, right? As we have to be beneficial into the body. You know, so I just thought that was interesting, you know, just another aspect of how the Lord created this little seed that brings forth so much greatness, you know, even including the mustard in itself. You know, the mustard seed, and then you have multiple variations of mustard. You know, you got yellow mustard, you got brown mustard, you have a white mustard seed, mustard greens. You know, Jake loved the greens, right? But nevertheless, this is the point of the lesson. And I believe I wrote a couple precepts down. Yeah, John 15. I'll read that as well. This is John 15, and I'll start here at 3. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you, right? Okay, because ultimately the elect are made white through the blood of Yahushua. You know, because what his sins, him dying, him being that sacrifice was atonement for their sins. It says, abide in me and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine. No more can ye except ye abide in me. I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me ye can do nothing. Much like the mustard seed. Without the soil, without the water, without the sun, that mustard seed has no growth. It says, and understanding that Yahushua is everything, he's when we go into Psalms 47, Hebrews 10 and 7, it says, he comes in the volume of the book. It is written to him to do thy will, O power, O Yahweh. And understanding that both the Old Testament and the New Testament contains, it's all about Yahushua, man. You know, and his people. It says, if a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch and is withered, and men gather them and cast them into the fire, and they are burned. If ye abide in me, and my words abide in you, ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you. And I'm just jump down. 14 says, ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you, right? And we were commanded to feed the sheep. It says, henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I have called you friends. For all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you that you should go forth and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, right? Bring forth its purpose, you know? Ultimately, be successful in the mission. Which is preach this word, be instant in season and out of season. So that we may get up out of here, man, and be delivered. Lord willing, we be of the elect. It says that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. He may give it you. Salakia. But that's the point, man. Fruit that will remain. So coming up in this word, or growing in this word properly, under the right tutelage, under the right elders, with the correct breakdown, so that you may properly grow, man. Studying, fasting, praying, using the tools that are a necessity, for your defense and for your growth, that you may endure the hard days to come. Much like that mustard seed going through, and I'm gonna keep saying it, man, going through these harsh conditions in order to be perfected into fulfilling your purpose. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying unto the body. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere shalom to Yaki in bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. Shalom.